This show brought to you by Read the Play, Promoted Trophy and Clothing Company, Kempe International, De Grande Cycle and Sport.
Read the Play program has been an essential part of the Geelong Junior Football and Netball show. And joining us this morning, as you're sitting there eating your breakfast, is a man who has, yes, spent a lot of time playing junior football, involved in the world of local football. Happens to be the Mayor of the City of Greater Geelong, also a life member of the Thompson Football Club, John Mitchell.
How are you, Graham?
Very, very well indeed, John. Your background for our viewers as far as your football days, both as a youth through the finish of your playing days?
Oh, well, I started playing at Thompson, I think, in grade 6. I suppose I was about 11 years of age, and finished when I was 40. So I had to, always played at Thompson, and, basically grew up at the club, to tell you the truth, and so did my kids. So, yeah, we've been there a long time.
And we recognise that in that involvement, the importance of the role of the local football and netball clubs in the community.
Oh, absolutely, Graham. Like the football club becomes the second home to young people. You know, the mentors that they have there, the people that surround the football club. Not only the older members of the club, but the older players. You know, if you're 11, 12, 13 years of age, you look up to some of the older boys in the under-18s, and when you move through the club, you know, you look up to some of the older players and some of the people around there. That football clubs have a big influence on young people.
We've used the saying for many years now, local footy is real footy, and it seems as if country football, particularly here in Geelong, is really thriving and developing very strongly at the junior level.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Local football and netball, for that matter, junior sport in Geelong is thriving, and so it should be, because that's what communities are built around. And if we get people involved in healthy activity early in their lives, you know, they carry it through, and they, it only benefits them later on in life.
And one of the major involvements that we've had initiated in the last 3 years is the Read the Play program for junior footballers and junior netballers in the world of mental awareness, drugs and alcohol.
Oh, there's absolutely no doubt. Look, the pressures that our kids are under nowadays compared to what we were under are just, you know, it's gone through the roof. You know, like not only peer pressure, but pressure through school and the likes of that. And mental health is something that once upon a time was probably swept aside. Now we all recognise the need for someone who has have some, and it is a health problem. It's nothing else, a mental health problem. If you can identify it early and push it onto the professionals, it's controlled, and people don't suffer the way that some people have suffered in the past.
And the Read the Play program, which was initiated through Dave Langley from the Kempe International Club company, should I say, and the COGG is well represented through Councillor Rod McDonald, your Deputy Mayor, and no doubt we're seeing steps progressively taking positively forward with this type of program.
Oh, there's no doubt about that, Graham. I think there's some 50 people have been trained in the Read the Play program. You know, they have the ability to identify young people that are having problems, and and they then become the conduit for some of those problems to be sorted by the professionals, as they should be.
John, going back to your junior days, as we reflect as always. Was there the similar type of peer pressure, or were we in a more relaxed period of time at that time?
Look, I think, Graham, from my point of view and the people that I grew up with, we certainly didn't have the pressure that the young people have got on. I've got kids myself, older children that have gone through, year 12 and things like that. We certainly didn't have that. You know, if we left school, we got a job. It didn't matter. There wasn't the pressures that are on young people now. You know, there wasn't those social pressures. There wasn't certainly the pressures to get work after they finish school. So look, it's a tougher environment, and whilst we want to do better for our kids, the Read the Play program allows us to do that. That's just a small step in the right direction.
And when we look at other organisations in the specialty area, organisations like Headspace Bowen, Tony Van Hammond, they do a great follow-up job to complement the reference of Read the Play.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know, Tony Van Hamen is, you know, she's a fantastic operator, Tony, and Headspace. And, you know, there's a lot of services out there, but the kids have got to know that they are out there and that there's no stigma attached to it. You know, look, young people, you know, they a lot of young people have difficulty talking about, you know, what their problems, you know, what we might think are very, very minor. In some young people's minds are not minor. You know, it's difficult for them. So, you know, the more people that are out there trained to be able to help them, the more people that are out there to be able to identify these problems before they manifest into something that we don't want it to manifest into, and the better off it is. And for David and Kempe Engineering to start this program, and I know there's been a lot of support from a lot of other people, but for David and Kempe to have the vision to start it, it is a great thing for our young people in Geelong.
And it continues on, and so it should be, because the amount of awareness is one thing. The difficulties that we face in trying to stop the difficulties occurring is another.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Look, it's the start of a process, and if it can help one person, one child, along the road to a better life, it is worthwhile. And I know, you know, like my wife works in the mental health industry, and she thinks I'm mental half the time, I think, but she works in the mental health industry, and it is a growing industry. It's an industry that we don't want to grow. So the more people that you know, get involved in it, and programs such as this are just outstanding programs, and I congratulate everyone involved in it.
A man who's had a wealth of experience in the world of junior football and also in the world of senior football, both as a player and as administrator, and also the Mayor of the City of Greater Geelong, a man who knows what Read the Play is all about. Thank you very much, John Mitchell.
Thanks, you're all good on you, mate. Thanks very much.
And don't forget, while you're out there eating your breakfast this morning, Read the Play. If you've got a problem, you go and talk to someone at your club about it. Don't hold it back. Read the Play.
This show brought to you by Read the Play, Promoted Trophy and Clothing Company, Kempe International, De Grande Cycle and Sport.